All right, very cool. I am glad that you guys are here. I know, Layla, you were here last week for this class. Jennifer, you might have watched it. I don't remember seeing you, so I'm going to review the first part of the class that I did from last week. We're working on the song Clocks, and we started with the right-hand part, and we added a very simple left-hand part. And today, we're going to be expanding on that left-hand part. But first, I want to make sure everybody is squared away with the right-hand part. I'm sure you can go watch that for review and more in-depth kind of look at that. Right now, I'm gonna spend maybe 10 minutes going over it. I don't want to spend a whole lot of time. So let's get started. If I can have you guys mute your microphones, leave your cameras on so I can see what's going on, watch that. That would be fantastic. Boom. Okay, fantastic. So in our song Clocks, in the right hand, we had 3 chords. 3 primary chords that we were using. We had 1 major chord, D major. That moved to A minor, which moved to E minor after that. 3 different chords. Let me review the notes for each of these chords. The first one, this D major chord, starts with D on the top. The highest note is going to be D, which is this white one between 2 black keys right there. That's letter D, okay? And you're going to take in your right hand, you're going to take your pinky. You're going to use that one to play D. Okay. The next note that we're going to have, you're going to use your index finger, your pointer finger for, and it's going to be on letter A. And A is the one that comes between the 2 black keys in a set of 3. So if you look at the set of 3 black keys, there's 1, 2, 3. Between the top 2, that white key in the middle, that one is letter A. Okay. Or if you want to count from D1, D is 1, 2, 3, 4 keys down. That one is letter A. Should be 4 keys apart. The next note in this D major chord is going to be F sharp. And again, if you look at this group of 3 black keys, this first black one, the black one on the left of this group of 3, is F sharp. And you're going to put your thumb on there. So you have pinky, pointer, thumb on D, A, F sharp, and we have all of this written out in our music document with these fingers. If you guys want to, of course, always at the end of class, shoot James an email and he can get that to you. Okay, D, A, F sharp. This is the first chord. Now, left to right, I want you to think about these notes as note 1 for F sharp, note 2 is A, and note 3 is D on top. Left to right, we try to do as much as we can in music left to right, because we like to be uniform and we like to be consistent. So everything we talk about today, I'm going to do my best to do from left to right, okay? So we have from left to right, note 1, note 2, note 3, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to apply a pattern to this, okay? To make the song. Sounds like that. And what I'm doing is I'm playing 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, stopping on 2. 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2. Stopping right there. 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2. On my same 3 notes, D, A, F sharp. 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2. Once I've got that done, I get to go into my next chord. So I'm going to have to move everything here. Here's what I like to do. This top note, D, just slide your finger that's on D over 1 note to the left, the next white key on the left-hand side. Keep the A in the middle right here. That one doesn't have to move at all. And this one that was on F sharp is going to go down to E. Now, E is the one that comes after this group of 2 black keys. We've got 2 black keys right here. This white key on the right-hand side is letter E, okay? So now we have C, A, and E, okay? Now these fingers are kind of funny to do this with. I don't know about you. My hand doesn't like this. So I'm gonna just switch one of my fingers. My finger that was on A, I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna just change this one out for my middle finger, right? I'm not gonna change the note, it's still on A. I'm just gonna switch it for my middle finger. So now I have pinky, middle, thumb. Far more comfortable. And we're going to apply the same pattern. 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2. No biggie. 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2. Let's put those two parts together. We're halfway done with the intro. So let's go back to our D major chord, which is D, A, F sharp. We're going to grab those notes, and we're going to play 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2. Then we change our shape. We drop D down to C, switch our finger there for A, and get E on, letter E on the bottom. And we play the same pattern. 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2. Let's do that again. I'm going to do it a little faster. I'll talk less, play more. Here's what it looks like. Play along with me. Back to our first shape. That's where we are. Okay. The next part, part 3. There's 4 parts of this beginning right-hand part. There's 4 parts. The next part, part 3, is exactly the same thing again. That's all. Same thing again. You take this A chord and you do again. 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2. Same thing, exact same thing. No fingers change, no notes change, nothing. 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2. I see some dancing. Are you having a good time? Good. I love dancing. I'm going to give you a thumbs up because I'm glad you're having a good time. Layla, are you having a good time? Yes. Yay, then we are winning. So back to the first one. We have our D major chord. D, A, F, D, A, F, D, A. Or by number, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2. Then we switch to our next chord. 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2. Then you do the exact same thing again. 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2. That's parts 1 through 3. The next part, the last part, part 4, look at where everything is right now. All we're going to do, this thumb right here on E, it's going to stay right there. It's not going to move. This middle finger that's on A, it's going to go 1 note to the left. From A, it's just going to scoot over 1 white key to the left. Same with this pinky. It's going to scoot over 1 white key to the left. So now we have letters, for those who want to know, B, G, and E. And once again, we're going to play the same pattern. 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2. Same pattern. 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2. And that's all 4 parts. Let's play that from the beginning. I want you guys to play with me. First, our D major shape. Okay. 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2. Then we move to our A minor shape. 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2. We play the exact same thing again. 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2. We scoot our middle and top finger over 1 key. 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2. Okay, and that's what we looked at last week. I know that's a lot of ground to cover in just a few minutes. Does anybody have questions, or do they have a struggle or a problem with it? Raise your hand. Nope, everybody's got it. Cool. Super happy, stoked about that. Now, we have to think about what we're calling each of these. We're calling each of them have a letter. Each of them has a name. Jennifer, you good? Did you have a question? No? Okay, good. All right. So we had a name for each of these, and the name is going to be super important, right? The first one, let's see. I'm going to unmute you guys real quick. Jennifer, could I have you unmute your microphone super fast? Perfect. Thank you. The name of the first chord, it had a letter name. All of these have letter names. Let's start with Jennifer. What is the letter name of the first chord that we played? What did we call it?
I don't know. Was it A?
It's not A. That was the second one. What was the first one?
I don't play keyboard. I could get your shoe.
We have 3 to choose from. The second one was A. The last one was E. So the first one is?
I don't think I remember.
Okay, that's a great answer. If you don't know, I don't know, or I don't remember is a perfect answer. It's one of my favorite answers. You know why? Anybody guess why? Because I get to talk some more, and I love to talk. I love talking, I love teaching, and I love music. So the first chord that we played is a D chord, a D major chord, okay? So on your keyboards, you guys, I want you to find another letter D, because we're going to play that as our one note left-hand part. Okay? So D, if you remember, if you find two black keys that are right next to each other, this white one that comes between them in the middle, that one is letter D. Right here. Two black ones. Now you can do any pair of two black ones. I like to keep them kind of far apart, not super far apart, just kind of far apart. Okay, so there's my two black keys. The one in the middle right there is letter D. And all I'm going to do is when I start my right hand, I'm going to play and I'm going to hold letter D in my left hand at the same time. It'll look like this. Just like that. Right hand hasn't changed at all. Left hand's just adding one note, letter D. All right. Layla, what was the second chord? We mentioned it earlier, the second chord that we did.
A.
That's right. It's our A minor chord. So after we do D first, we're going to take our left hand and we're going to go to an A. Any A, doesn't matter. Again, we don't want them too far apart or super close together. But an A somewhere over here is fine. Now A is the white one between the top two of three black keys. So if you look, 1, 2, 3 black keys between these two, that white one is A, okay? Now when we do this, we're gonna do the same thing we did for D. We're gonna start them at the same time and you're just gonna hold the left one. Then we have this one exactly the same again. So you just do that all over again. And then our last chord, let's do Layla. What was our last chord, the name of our last one?
E minor.
That is correct. It is E minor. So our left hand is going to go over to an E. E is, if you find those two black keys right there, it's the one on the right-hand side. Now remember, as you watch this video, everything's flipped around. So find your two black keys and go to the white key on the right-hand side. That one is E. So now your right hand goes over to our E minor chord, our fourth part, and you're going to play all of that together. Your left hand's going to play and hold. And your right hand's going to play its thing. Just like that. Boom. Now, let me show you all the parts together. For part one with D major. Then we go to A minor. We have the same one again. And then we go to E. Just like that. I want you guys to play along with me. Play exactly that. I'm going to go kind of slow so you guys can all work at your own pace. If you want to work faster than I am, that's totally fine. If you want to go with me, that's better. If you need to go slower than I'm going, that's okay too. We're going to go through it a couple of times. Here we go from the beginning. Part one with D in the left hand. Then we switch to A in the left hand. Again. Then we go over to E in the left hand. And that's it. Let's restart that. Next one. Again. Then to E. One last time. All right, everybody got it? Are we good? We're on track? All right, Layla, yes. Jennifer, any problems? Let me unmute you real quick. Go ahead.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe a little bit. Is it getting the left hand added?
No, I think it's because I forget which ones to play.
Okay, gotcha. You'll be able to go back and rewatch this video and the one from last week and get through those. While we're here, I want to take the rest of the time that we have, and I'm going to show you the rest of the left-hand part. That way, when you go back and you rewatch it, you go, oh, awesome, I see how this fits in. Whoops. I did it again. My keyboard's being goofy. Okay, so now we have a one-note left-hand part, and that's where we completely ended last week. I'm going to build on that with you guys. So I'm only going to focus on the left-hand part for right this second, okay? We have, if you remember in the right hand, 4 parts. We have D major, A minor again, and then E minor, right? D major, A minor a second time, and then E minor, right? I want you to remember those letters because we're going to be playing in our left hand. D, A, E. Okay? Do this with me. Take your pinky, your little finger on your left hand, and I want you to play D, slide down to A again, and then up to E. Do that with me. D, A, E. One more time. D, A, E. Everybody good? We got that with our pinky? Okay, here's why we're going to need our pinky. We're going to use our other fingers to create chords. The rest of the chord. Whoa! Whoops, I missed it. Just like that. One more time. Boom, there we go. Now, first things first. In our left hand, we're playing the same notes of our right hand, just in a different order, right? In our right hand, the first 3 notes, D, A, F sharp. In our left hand, we're going to be playing D, F sharp, A. Nothing crazy, okay? Then we'll move our left hand to the A minor chord. In our right hand, we're playing C, A, E. In our left hand, we're doing A, C, E. Same thing again. And then that's going to move to E, which is going to have B, G, and E. In our left hand, it's going to be E, G, and B. All right, let's take a look at that more in depth. I wanted to give you guys an overview, then we're going to go into it. So, our left hand, the first thing it's going to do, we're going to have D on the bottom. Everybody find D, put your pinky on it. Yay! Now, take your middle finger, your 1, 2, 3rd finger, and it's going to go on F sharp, which is the first of those black keys. If you're looking left to right, 3 black keys. First one, right there, boom. Now you take your thumb and you put it on letter A, which is between the top 2 of 3 black keys. D, F sharp, A. This is your D major chord. I want you guys, you're going to turn your hands into a bunny rabbit. Now it has ears. You see my bunny ears? You see those guys? Woo, it's a bunny. It's a horrible bunny, but it's my bunny. Okay? And we're just going to jump up and down on this D major chord right here. You're teaching that shape to your hand. One more time. The notes are D, which comes between the 2 black keys. F sharp, the first of 3 black keys, the one on the left. And then A, the 2 black keys, 2 out of 3 on the top, the white one in the middle. We're going to get those 3. We're just going to jump up and down on that. All right. So far, so good? Okay. The next one is our A minor chord. And remember, we get to play this one twice, so that makes it even easier. Our A minor chord is going to take our pinky, and that's going to go on A on the bottom. A on the bottom. Then your 3rd finger, your middle finger, is going to go on letter C, which is the one on the left of 2 black keys. Left of 2 black keys. Then your thumb is going to go on E, which is on the top of 2 black keys. So start from A. You basically have this every other note shape right here. A, C, and E. Between the top 2 of 3 black keys, left of 2 black keys, right of 2 black keys. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to hop up and down on this one. Repeat it in one hand. You're teaching that shape to your hand. Now we're going to go over our last chord, and then I'm going to show you something that you can do with your hand, for your hand, to help stretch your fingers out a little bit, because this can be hard, especially in the beginning. So the very last chord, the next one, is going to be E minor. Your pinky's going to go to E, just like that. Then our middle finger is going to go on G, which is 1, 2 keys higher, so we're skipping 1 white key. Then your thumb is going to go 1, 2 white keys higher again. So we have this every other note shape. We're skipping 1 white key between each one of those. Every other note. And we're going to use again 1, 3, 5. We're going to take our bunny. We're going to hop up and down here again. Those are our 3 shapes. The first one, D major, which I'll review, and then A minor, and then E minor. Those are our 3 shapes. I'm going to review those in a second, but first I want to show you guys one of my favorite stretches. Now you don't have to do this right this second. Where's my pencil box? There it is. Okay. You don't have to do this right this second, but sometimes the fingers doing all of these shapes on the piano, they don't cooperate. They just don't want to do it, and that's okay. We're going to help them. All you'll need is a regular pencil or a longish pen. Sometimes pens are shorter than pencils and it doesn't work as well. But if you have a long, sort of skinny pen, you can make this work pretty well. This is pretty easy. All you have to do is open up your hand. So you have all 5 fingers out, okay? And I want you to think about the fingers that you use to play these chords. We use our thumb, we use our middle finger, and we use our pinky, right? We use those 3. What we're going to do is we're going to take a pencil and we're going to set it up so that it goes over your 3rd finger, but under the other 2 fingers. So watch, this is kind of tricky. This is what it looks like. You're going to take the pencil and you're going to lay it over the 3rd finger on the top. Then you're going to take the tip and you're going to turn it down and push it under your ring finger. Okay. So now you have the pencil on top of finger 3 and under finger 4. Then we're going to take our pointer finger. You see how it's underneath right now? You see that? We're going to take it out, boop, and we're going to put it over the top, just like that. Now with this hand, you're going to take your pencil and you're just going to slide it down. You're going to push it down to the bottom or as far as it can go of your finger. There you, perfect, that's it. Now, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your fingers and you're just gonna you're gonna do your best. You can't all the way, but you're gonna try to make a fist. See how that wraps your other fingers up around your middle finger? It helps stretch the muscles and the tendons out. So when you're practicing your piano, before and after, it's great to do the stretch. Just grab your pencil, put it in place, push it down, and close your fingers up and just hold it there, just like this. It'll help stretch out your fingers. Just hold it just like that. And you can do this on both hands. It's the same on the other side. You lay it over your 3rd finger, okay? You turn the pencil up and put it under your 4th finger. So now it's under 4 and over 3 and 2. Then you pop 2 out and it goes over the top. And then you push the pencil down onto the bottom of your finger and you close your fingers around it. You can do both hands. I only grabbed 1 pencil. You could do both at the same time. It's kind of hard to set up. So you want your pinky, that's right, but you want your pinky underneath. The only 2 fingers going over should be the pointer and the ring finger. All the other fingers should be underneath. There you go. You can do this to both at the same time, but I only grabbed 1 pencil. And you can do that to both hands. And then you can switch back. Over, under, pop it over, pull it down, and do a little squeeze. You don't want to squeeze so hard you can break the pencil. I've done that a couple times, and sometimes you might make a little cut on your finger. Very rare, but don't like squeeze it super hard. You just want to try to close your fingers up as best you can and let your hand stretch out. Now, as you get more comfortable with this, it'll be easier to play that chord shape. And you can even do it right now. Take your hand and make your chord shape. The pencil's going to hold your other fingers up out of the way. Look at that. So if you make, let's do our D major chord, which is going to be D, F sharp, and A. Look how it holds your other fingers up out of place. You can even practice like this. If you don't want to waste, or if you don't want to spend the time to stretching before and after, you can do it while you practice. Now you can't do it in your right hand because your fingers are moving around a little bit more, but for this in your left hand, totally. You can set it up just like that. Now you can do this to stretch any combination of fingers, but this is the most common one. Thumb, middle, pinky, under the pencil, 2 and 4, pointer and ring finger over the pencil in either hand. You could switch it around. Let me do that for you. Now I'm just going to switch hands with this idea, right? And you would switch over to your A minor chord over here. We didn't do that. That's okay. You can do your chords over here, and you can play with your pencil in either hand. For this song, you're only going to need it for your left hand. Great way to stretch your hands, and if those fingers keep getting in the way, holds them up out of the way. You can do this with a pencil, you can do it with a pen, you can do it with a chopstick, you can do it with, I don't know, anything long and kind of skinny that you can get up between your fingers, okay? All right, go ahead and take that pencil, we'll put it away for now. We're done with that. Oh, what a good stretch. I feel so much better. All right, our left-hand chords. I'm going to review those one more time, and then I'm going to show you what they look like when you write them out as music, and we're going to talk about it there a little bit too. First chord, D major, is D, F sharp, A. So the white key between 2 black keys, the left of 3 black keys, and the white key between the top 2 of 3 black keys. D major, D, F sharp, A. And you'll play that and hold it with your right hand all at the same time. Then you'll take your left hand and you're going to move it to A minor, which is A. And this is easier. You can do A, skip 1, skip 1. Every other note starting from A. A, skip 1, skip 1. Okay. And again, you take your right hand and you play that. You play the exact same thing again for part 3. Nothing changes. And then for the last one, we come over here. Your pinky goes on E, which is the right one of 2 black keys. And you skip 1, skip 1. Every other note. You can go through it again. And that's the left-hand part. Before we look at our written music, anybody have any questions? Raise your hand. No, not in particular. Okay, let's pop on over here. All right, so when we write out our song, this is what it looks like. And we looked at this a little bit last week. We have in our right hand, those are all the notes that you would play. D, A, F. And we wrote out the finger pattern too. 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2. Then we move to the next one, which is A minor, which are the notes C, A, and E. And we had 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2. We repeat the exact same thing again. 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2. And this last one over here is our E minor, B, G, E. 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2. Let's finish plugging in those numbers. For some reason, I didn't get to those. So let's see, where is my text? Aha. 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2. Those would be our numbers. And for the last one, the same pattern. 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2. Boom. Now, the notes of the left-hand chords, I'm going to write those in so you guys can see them and you can practice them off of this page. We have D. The middle one is F sharp. And the top one is A. For our A minor chord, We have A, C, and E. The next A minor chord is the exact same thing again. A, C, E. And then our final one, we had the letters. Where's my text? There you go. E, G, B. Okay. So this is what this would look like if it's all written out. Now this top line is just showing you what the notes of your right hand are, D, A, F. This one is showing you the pattern of the right hand notes that you're going to play, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2. This one is showing you what the notes of the left hand are, D, F sharp, A, or in the next part, A, C, E. Now you guys can get this as a PDF to help you practice for this week. I know we covered a lot of letters, a lot of numbers, a lot of words. You can use this to help you practice. Let me save that before it goes anywhere. And I'll export that so we have that version right there. Perfect. Okay. All right. Now, ye have the opportunity to earn, let me unmute you guys here. Boom. You can earn up to 3 points for today's class that you can accumulate up to 20. And once you have 20 points, you get a free one-on-one session with me on any instrument of your choice that I know how to teach. A few of those, so that's always fun. Today you have the opportunity to earn up to three different ones. Now, for the first one, if you can play everything that we went over from beginning to end, you get 1 point. Now, we went over a lot of material, so if you can't do that, you have 2 other ways that you can earn points for today, okay? Does anybody want to try? We have a few minutes. Does anybody want to try playing it from beginning to end? Okay, that's all right. You guys can practice it this week. So here's how you can earn a second point. At my next class, we always start a few minutes after the class time begins. So today we started at 12:10. And if you sign in at exactly when the class starts today, which would have been 12 o'clock, and you play it for me, you can earn a point. So tomorrow's class, Wednesday's class is a guitar class. If you guys have a guitar and you want to show up for that class and earn some more points, that would be great. But you can earn a point tomorrow by signing in early and playing it for me. You can also do that if you sign in to Saturday's class. Saturday's class is at 11 a.m. If you sign in and play it for me, you can earn 1 point. Now, to earn 1 extra final point for today, I have a question. I have a question for Layla, and I have a question for Jennifer. If you can answer my question about today's lesson, you get a point. So there's 3 different ways that you can earn a point. 2 for today, 1 for your next class, and a question for each of you. Who wants to go first with questions? All right, Layla, you're going to go first. Okay. It's a 2-part question. How many parts are there that we covered in this song? Distinct, different parts or sections?
Six.
Close to 6. I'll give you another chance. Try again.
5.
Not quite 5. Again, very close. Take a listen. I'll show you real quick, so everybody is on the same page. Part 1. Part 2. Part 3. Part 4. Those are the 4 different sections, 4 different parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's the second half of the question. What are the 3 chords that are in the 4 different sections? Can you answer that one?
D minor, D minor, E minor, and A minor.
So E minor and A minor are correct. Let's try again on that D. Take a listen. Maybe it'll jog your memory. first one, the D. The second one, the third one, which is A minor again, and the last one. What's different about the D?
I don't know actually.
Okay, so in our pattern here, the first one is that you had two of them right. We have A minor and we have E minor. The first one is not D minor, it's D major. Yes, that is correct. It is D major. We had two kinds of chords we used here, D major and A minor, E minor. Okay, so Layla, if you'd still like a chance to earn a point, sign in early on Saturday for Saturday's class at 11 a.m. Play what we went over today and you can earn a point. Jennifer, it is your turn. I have a two-part question for you as well. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
For each of the sections that we do, there's 4 different sections. We know there's 3 different chords. The finger pattern for the chords is the same for all 3. The number pattern is the same. What is that pattern?
I don't think I know.
Okay, let me show you and see if that helps you at all. Okay, so we talked about the notes from left to right being 1 and 2 and 3, and we played our song. What we said was, whoops, turn my keyboard back up. Then we played the same pattern, just a different chord. Same pattern, same chord, different pattern, or same pattern, different chord. What is that finger pattern we used?
Talking about the numbers. Okay.
We go backwards through our numbers. We have 1, 2, 3, and we played. Oops, turn it up again.
I don't remember.
Okay, that's all right. Here's the second part of the question. In the left hand, when we were playing just one note at a time, before we turned them into chords, what were the 3 different notes that we played in the left hand? They had to do with the name of the chord that we were playing. In the left hand, what were the 3 letters we played?
Were they E minor and A minor?
E minor was one of the chords, and so the letter that went with E minor was? You are super close. Don't overthink it. Okay, let me show you. I'll review that for you. So, the note that you play in the left hand is the same letter as the name of the right hand. So in your right hand, when you're playing the beginning and you're playing your D major chord, whoopsies. In your left hand, you're playing letter D. Then when you play your A minor chord, you play letter A. Same one again. Then you go to your E minor chord, so your left hand plays letter E. That's the answer to that question. So you still have a chance to earn a point for this class. Come to either tomorrow's class at 3:30 or Saturday's class at 11 o'clock, stay for class, and play for me whatever it is you've practiced, however much it is you practiced, and you can win a point for that as well, okay? You guys have been fantastic today. Thank you for coming. That's it for the lesson class time. I want to hang out with you guys for a little bit. I have some questions for you guys. I'm interested in what you guys are doing.